Homework now, Johnny, go. No, that is not going to motivate them at all.
Here's an interesting question for you, Sandra. What would you say is the secret to raising a happy and motivated teenager?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question, Vince. I mean, and it's not about locking them in the cupboard and saying you can come out only after the weekend's over. Well, I think, as you know, you've heard me say this before, no one can be motivated, okay? It's a little bit like you can bring the horse to water. However, you cannot force the horse to drink. But you can create an environment around the horse that makes it very thirsty, okay? So it chooses to drink of its own accord. And the same with us human beings, it's about creating an environment that motivates your teenagers. It's not about controlling them to motivate them. It's not about threatening them with idle threats to motivate them, because they will just pull away from you, okay? And it's really important to understand in the DISC behavioral model what the needs and emotions and the life focuses for the 4 styles, because each style, DISC, requires a different environment to motivate them. For example, if you have a D dominant, focused on big picture, task, very competitive child, they're not going to want you to say to them, homework now, Johnny, go. No, that is not going to motivate them at all. So what you do with them is you give them the control, because they like to be in control, okay? And so you give them a way to be in control of when and how they're going to complete that homework, knowing, obviously, that there's an end result and a deadline to meet, okay? And they'll meet that deadline in their own time. Whereas the I style is very different. They love a friendly and open and social environment, and they tend to be a little bit disorganized. So how do you motivate them? Well, I tell you what, if you offer them $10 and tell them they can go and hang out with their friends and buy all the chocolate and lattes they like for that Saturday afternoon, as long as they get their homework done in the morning, they'll be onto it straight away. And the S is very patient and steady. Now, they're probably going to already have completed their homework by Friday night, because they want to get involved in the weekend, And the C's, well, you're going to have to try and motivate them out of their bedroom to do something social with the family, because they are very analytical. Quality is really important to them, and they can take things very seriously when it comes to homework. So encourage them out. Create an environment that's going to kind of pull them gently out of their bedroom and motivate them to take time out and ask lots of questions. And Vincent, when I say questions, ask open-ended questions with all your children. What's it going to take, Johnny, to get you out of that bedroom? It's a beautiful sunny day. Come on, let's come and have some time out. And maybe you could just bring your little journal and you can make some notes along the way. You know what I mean? And so, so each style has a very different need and emotion when it comes to their environment. And it's important to know that, absolutely. And another one is, it's about really encouraging your children to be the best they can be and not comparing them with each other, because each might be a very different DISC style. So it's important to have a unique relationship, authentic relationship with each one of them separately without comparing the two. Like, I grew up with a sister who was only 11 months younger than myself. And in those days, if you didn't read quite okay in your first year of schooling, you were left behind a year. Okay. And so I went through school with my sister, who was a year younger than me, in the same class as me. So what I had that mean is, well, I was a bit stupid, you know, and my parents would often parent me from comparing my academic ability to my sister, because we would do the same homework, we would, you know, we'd be in the same class, and that went right through high school. And until I became an adult and realized, well, hey, I'm not that stupid after all, am I? You know, it's like it was all about my perception. And so it's really important when you're motivating and creating that motivational environment not to compare your children with each other. Yeah, very important. So, yeah, that's all I've got as far as, you know, creating a motivational environment. You know, and it's like there's many different secrets out there to how do you motivate teenagers. But I think the one thing is be authentic with them. Okay? And when you get it wrong, you get it wrong. You know, you just pick the pieces up and carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's important to understand this behavior of this style of your kids. So for example, D, want to have them in control, and I motivate them by letting them have some fun, like over the weekend. And S, probably they already done it already. And a C, you probably need to get them to socialize.
Pull them out. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Vince, if anyone wants to hop over onto our discoveringme.org.nz site, we have a free assessment there. Mm-hmm. And people are welcome to take that to find out what their DISC personality style is. And if you have teenagers that are 13 years and above, they're more than welcome to take that free assessment as well. Yeah, and have some fun with it. Have some fun with it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll be sure to leave the link also in the description below this video.
Below. All right, and as we do after we finish our little videos, we give everyone an elephant kiss now, don't we, Vince?
Yeah.
So yeah, like stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you next time. And mwah, 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 mwah.